knew it before I got out of bed. The courthouse bell sounded so cold and clear. And there were no birds singing. They've gone to warmer country.
Cousin Jen is probably going to start me wearing shoes again soon.
You're lucky you're not living up in New York City with your mama. It's my guess they've been wearing shoes again for over a month now. But go see if your cousins are through with breakfast and bring me any extra dishes. The sooner we get done, the sooner we can set about our adventure. Oh, and find me a piece of paper and a Ticonderoga so we can make our list. See how many cakes we'll eat this year.
Why, thank you, buddy. That's a big help. I'm considering adding more women's wear to the shop. For the holidays, at least, and into Easter, if the reaction is as I expect.
More than just hats? Well, I mean, that's what we're known for.
That's limited thinking, Callie. I'm speaking of dresses, blouses, unmentionables. Till Mr. Roosevelt can pull this country out of the Depression, ladies need pretty things to lift their spirits. They can't buy it all from the Sears and Roebuck. Don't you agree, Seabones?
Does it matter? You are forever asking my opinion, then doing exactly what you want, anyway.
Well, it is my shop, after all. Oh, look at the time. Callie and I should be off.
Yes, sister.
I swear, this boy looks more like his father every day.
As long as that's all they get from that man. Not so much as a postcard a month now.
Well, what are you doing today, buddy?
Ma'am?
With school out, what have you chosen to occupy your time?
Silk says it's fruitcake weather.
Why she wastes her time and yours with that annual project is a mystery I'll never solve, Callie.
Coming, Jenny.
A fine breakfast, as usual.
Anything else you need before we go out today?
Oh, I'll just be going back to bed, I believe. The asthma's got me again. Not to mention that pain in my side.
That's back again?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just have to mix you up. Some of that medicine makes you sit up and take notice.
Thank you, Sook, but it never does me much good.
That's 'cause you pour it in the plants when you think I'm not looking. If you ever let some of it pass your lips, it'd be a whole other story.
You know how delicate my digestion is. Doctor prefers that I stick with the store-bought.
Doctor doesn't know you like I do. Suit yourself.
Well, you too. Have a good... I just, don't you worry about me.
Here's the pencil and paper.
Good. Now, you write so much better than my poor hand scratches. You make the list, I'll finish the dishes. Now, what was it we made last year? 25, was it?
25 exactly.
Yeah, everyone who got one last year will be expecting one again. And we should send one to the Wistons. That lovely couple from California whose car broke down outside. And Reverend and Mrs. Lucy.
Who are they?
The Baptist missionaries to Borneo who lectured here last winter. Maybe you're too young to remember.
No, I do. He had a mustache, and she smelled like mothballs.
And the president, of course. And Abner Packer. You think 30 will be enough?
That's a lot.
We best get started. And what is the first thing we're gonna need?
Pecans.
Anna Stabler? Miss Jenny needs her good blouse for Sunday church.
She already told me. And Miss Callie told me. Mr. Seabone, he told me too. Only ones who hasn't told me is Mr. Buddy and the dog there.
You know how particular she is.
I'm not particular. My back is too, but she'll have it. Where y'all going so early this morning?
Going for pecans.
That time again already? People ain't ate last year's fruitcake yet, let alone the year before's.
If it pleases you to think that. But we know better.
Well, don't bother putting me on the list of yours.
Fine. Then Mr. and Mrs. Roosevelt can each have one.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be waiting at the White House door for that delivery.
Don't slow down. Don't even look. Let's go right way.
Mr. Dixon, the barbershop says he's 12 feet tall, with razor scars, and he never laughs. People have been murdered in there.
You don't know that for certain.
Everybody says so. People have been hit on the head and cut to pieces. We don't have to come back here again this year, do we, sir?
I pray it won't come to that, buddy.
You sure the women here in town will even have closet space for all this we're ordering?
Everyone wants to look fine for the holiday.
Not everyone is as fussy as you are, Jenny. I mean, take Sook. Same 3 calico dresses long as I can remember.
Sook is an exception.
To what rule?
To most every rule I can think of. We love her. Well, we have to because she's family, but she is our child.
Well, she's just a bit slow.
She's a silly old woman.
Only a little older than we are, Jenny. And I'm sure whatever this problem is you have with her and Buddy...
Boy has been with us for 2 years now. He hasn't a single friend his own age. What's more, he needs to learn a man's ways. Right now, all he's good for is cooking and cleaning.
Well, that's true. He can sew on a button like our mama used to. But he's such a good boy. I honestly don't see the harm.
Well, I do. And I tell you, you're fortunate you have me to know the right thing to do. And it's long past time something was done.
The makers of Postum, the favorite mealtime drink in millions of
Something
Americans.
tells me this is going to be the best batch we've ever made. That is, if we have enough money saved up to get all the things we need to buy.
How much do we have?
Well, I haven't counted since our Fun and Freak Museum. You'll recall what a popular success that was. Could be quite a sum.
And the pity of it is that most cranky people don't want to be that way. Usually they're what doctors call nervous irritable.
Hurry before they come up and find out where we keep it. So many pennies.
They're from last summer, when Cousin Seabone paid us a penny for every 25 flies we killed in the house. Remember?
Oh, the flies that flew to heaven.
And look at all the rest. It's a fortune.
How's your tea tonight, Jenny?
Satisfying as always. I'm sure Anastasia will happily make you a glass if you like.
No, thank you. It's a little strong for my tastes.
Well, that is mighty sweet music, Anna. I wish I could take up an instrument, but the arthritis, you know. Where did you learn to play like that?
My mama. She learned from a white man, passed through my people's village, and then she took it on herself to teach me.
Your people's village. I don't know why you insist on believing you're an Indian. You're just as black as you can be, through and through.
I'm pure Cherokee.
Now, Jenny, if she wants to believe she's an Indian, then...
Has this entire household lost its touch with reality? Anna rouging her cheeks and longing for the reservation. Seabone with his imaginary aches and pains. Sook and Buddy like children at summer camp.
Anna, play us another tune, please.
Now, I best be getting some sleep. Miss Jenny gonna be asleep herself soon anyway. Tea seems to have that odd effect on her.
According to my calculations, we have $12.73.
I get exactly $13.
Oh, my. I do hope you're wrong, buddy. We can't be messing around with 13. The cakes will fall or someone will wind up in the cemetery. You know I don't even get out of bed on the 13th.
Should we count it again?
No. Neither one of us has much of a head for figures. Just to be on the safe side. Let's subtract this penny.
Lord, it's raining money.
Hey, buddy, where you going? None of your business. Well, I'll come along. It's private, Rachel. Christmas stuff for me and my cousin Sook. We're gonna be doing a lot of secret Christmas stuff at my house, too. Stuff you can't join in neither. Like what? Well, parties and punch and cake and records on the Victrola and... Not even got a Victrola. Just go home, why don't you? I got stuff to do anyway.
Wouldn't hurt you to be a little nicer to that girl. She got a hard life, you know?
I just don't like her lying all the time.
Poor thing. Daddy never home. Mother not in her right mind. If you had to live her life, you might make up a story or two yourself just to make it through.
We'll soon be getting in matching dresses to make an entire holiday ensemble.
Ooh, how lovely. I could certainly use a new outfit. Oh, is that your sister?
A Christian soldier marching as to war.
Off to the grocery, no doubt, for their fruitcake ingredients. Oh, my. How they doing that again this year?
She weaves a spell on him. I can't explain it. Sharing secrets, picking flowers, making up stories till the wee hours. Not a thing we can do about it.
My brother had a boy like that, and they solved it in short order. Sent him away to a military school.
Military school? Was it terribly expensive?
It's that time again.
Well, you won't believe this, but I said so myself when I felt the chill this morning. I said, Sook Falk will surely be coming around with her list today.
It's a large order this year. There's cherries, citron, ginger, vanilla, canned Hawaiian pineapple.
Has to be Hawaiian pineapple, does it?
It makes the fruitcakes more exotic. And rinds, raisins. Oh, well, here's the list.
Well, I believe this could feed the whole town.
We'll need just enough money left over for one more item. And enough to send some cakes parcel post.
We'll make it work, Sook. Don't you pay any mind about that.
Somebody's there.
Maybe it'll be Mrs. Ha-Ha Jones again. She was nice enough, didn't you think?
But what if it's not? What if it's him instead?
Take my hand, buddy. Dear Lord, we are praying you'll watch over us in this, perhaps our darkest hour. Please, protect us if you see fit, and overlook our being in so unsavory a location as this. It's for a good cause, Lord. We know you know that.
And if it's him, please don't let him murder us. Amen.
Like he said, Lord. Amen. I suppose we're as ready as we can be.
Queenie!
What you want with Ha-Ha?
We were actually hoping to see your lovely wife. If you please, Mr. Ha-Ha, we would like a quart of your finest whiskey.
Which one of you is a drinking man?
It's for making fruitcakes.
Cooking.
That's no way to waste good whiskey. Go home.
I'm afraid we can't do that. They're never gonna find our bodies.
Dear Lord, deliver us from this place as quick as possible. Don't look at that.
This ain't no place for you to be.
You're right, of course. But we have no choice at the moment. We need that whiskey. And we do not intend to leave without it. If you please.
You know what goes on in here?
The devil's own work, I'm sure. Not that I'm criticizing.
You know what this is?
I would guess it's a bottle of whiskey. I would guess.
Best whiskey in the cafe.
Ah, yes. Look at it sparkle.
Enough of them fruitcakes of yours?
I would think a bottle such as that would be sufficient. What price you asking for it?
$2.
$2?
It's a bit more than we had allocated for it, but beggars, as we all know, can't be choosers. You have a sale, Mr. Ha-Ha?
Let's look. That's almost all we have left. And if we still need it for the partial pulse.
If we don't take this bottle, there won't be any fruitcakes to send to anyone at all.
I guess.
83. 84. 85. 90. 92. I'm afraid that's all we have.
Tell you what. Just send me one of them fruitcakes.
Beg pardon.
Keep the whiskey. Send me a cake.
Thank you, Mr. Ha-Ha. Now, there's a lovely man. We'll put an extra couple of raisins in his cake.
Can we please just mail it to him?
Put your hat on. It's raining.
Too much ginger.
You must be thinking of an old Indian recipe. The kitchen, you recall, is my territory. Do I tell you how to do the laundry?
I know how to do the laundry.
And I have made a fruitcake or two in my lifetime with no complaints from anyone who ever ate it.
Those would live to tell about it. And too much vanilla.
Hey, buddy. What you doing? I'm reading. Why you want to do that? I like it. You want to come up in my treehouse, or can't you climb? Sook might call me. We're baking. And I haven't got time to talk. We're making 30 cakes this year. Where are you and Sook getting money for them all? We sell homemade apple jelly and pick flowers for funerals and weddings. We enter contests. Contests? Like what? We won 79th prize in a football contest. You don't know anything about football. Don't have to, just have to win. 79th isn't winning. It's $5. Enough to make this the best Christmas ever. I'm having a great Christmas, too. Even better than yours. Then if it's all so great, what are you doing up in that treehouse all the time? Well, what do you know about it? I know your mother's as crazy as a loon. She is not. Everybody knows she tried to drown you in the bathtub twice. Well, your mom and daddy don't want you, period. They dumped you here and don't even send Christmas cards. You take that back, you liar.
Buddy! Rachel! Stop that, both of you. You stop that fight right now!
She started it. I did not.
I don't much care who started it. I'm putting an end to it here and now. What would your cousin Jenny say if she saw you fighting with a girl?
She's not a girl. She's a demon straight from Hades.
Buddy!
It's okay, Miss Sook. He didn't hurt me. I won.
You should see her safely home, buddy.
She'll be all right. Only thing to be afraid of out there is her.
She's still got that boy up at this hour. He needs his sleep.
School's out till after the new year. Won't hurt him to stay up a bit.
Well, she's certainly a bad influence, I can tell you that.
No worse than his own mother would be. Traipsing around New York, trying to be an actress, doing Lord only knows what with Lord knows who. The boy seems happy enough.
He does. Do you remember when he first came here, how miserable he was? He pining for his mother. He wouldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Now that he has Sook, he's a happy boy again.
It's not his happiness that concerns me. It's his health, his education, his moral upbringing. Sook keeps him from his schoolwork, filling his head with wild ideas. We caught her teaching him to gamble, you recall.
It was only for matchsticks. And it was a card game that Daddy taught us.
The point is, he shouldn't be sitting playing games with Sook all the time. His mother left him in our care, and that's a responsibility I shall not shirk.
$30, $31.
33 tags.
Good, in case we make a mistake. Well, there's nothing left to do but wrap the cakes and deliver them, which could take the better part of tomorrow.
I'll get the wrapping paper.
Stay lively, buddy. We're spreading joy.
cakes to mail this year. That's 2 more than last, isn't it?
The usual gift for the governor and Mr. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And this year, you will note, there's also one for Mrs. Roosevelt.
And for Miss Jean Harlow, too, because she's so pretty.
The movie star.
In care of Hollywood, California. You think he'll find his way, Farley?
I expect everybody out there knows her. Now, let's see, last year it was Joan Crawford, wasn't it?
Would you believe not so much as a thank you note? And she was so nice in that picture show Buddy saw her in. Now, do we have enough to cover the postage?
See, this and a jar of your apple butter just about cover it.
You'll have it tomorrow. Thank you, Farley.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, what's left?
Just the one.
Oh, I think this is one you should deliver yourself. It'd be the polite thing to do. Go on. Go on, buddy.
Mama, someone's at the door.
We don't answer the door when I'm playing the piano, Rachel. You know that.
You're not going away.
I'm never going to learn this piece if all I do is answer the door all day.
You want me to get it?
No. I'll get it. Well, if it isn't Master Buddy. Look what a handsome young gentleman you're turning into. Another year and a couple of inches and you'll be fighting the girls off with a stick. What have you got there?
It's a gift.
I'm in the middle of my piano. A waltz by Mr. Frederick Chopin. He fought the ladies off a bit himself, but never with any real conviction, I understand. Let me call Rachel for you.
No, ma'am, you don't have to.
Rachel, get yourself out here. You have a visitor.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Is your mom okay? She just don't like to be disturbed when she's being musical. What's that? This isn't a gift from me to you or anything. It's for your whole family.
Don't slam the screen! It goes for me to off!
Sorry about the beating I gave you yesterday. It's okay. I could have won if I wanted. Yeah, sure. I don't have anything for you. Like I said, it's for your whole family. My name's on the tag, too, but it's mostly from Sook. Okay, then. Well, thanks.
Rachel, get in here and shut the door. The house won't dust itself.
Well, that's the last of it, buddy. Our job is done for another Christmas. And all we have left to show for it is this bit of Mr. Ha-Ha's whiskey. I was afraid to use too much for fear the whole town would be staggering about and the state police would be on our doorstep.
Queenie, no.
She's just curious, wondering what she's missing. It's just whiskey, Queenie. You probably wouldn't even like it.
Should we give her some and see?
Well, maybe just a spoonful in her coffee. Oh, my.
What's it taste like?
Like Jenny's tea smells.
You've never had it before?
Maybe once when I was younger. You want a taste of it?
Can I?
Well, there's only a few drops left. I don't see what harm it could do for us to have just a taste. Here, so we'll know what it's like when it's not in a fruitcake. Go get some jelly jars. I feel so sinful all of a sudden. What would the Lord think?
My feeling is you might want to see it go to waste.
I think you're right. Yeah.
It's strong.
But it's kind of warm. Going down. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I do. It's like drinking the sun on a summer's day.
That's exactly what it's like. The sun on a summer's day.
There's still some in the jar.
There is.
Come on along to the drop-down studio. I'll be down to get my taxi.
I'm tired in the water for the bed. I had a little drink about an hour and it went right to my...
I'm a tap dancer. I'm a tap dancer in the movie.
Oh, indeed you are.
Come on, dance with me, Sook.
I'll be down to get you in a taxi, honey. Better be ready at 8:30. Now, dearie, don't be late. I want to be there when the band starts playing. Just remember when we get there, honey, you said there we're gonna have a...
Whatever were you thinking, a child like that?
With whiskey on his breath.
Has any drop of good sense you once had gone completely out of your head? Don't you remember Cousin Kate and Uncle Charlie's brother-in-law?
It's a road to ruination, Sook, feeding a child whiskey.
Shame on you. Shame.
How could you do such a thing?
I truly didn't mean anything by it.
How can we ever again trust you to take care of that boy?
Don't look at me, buddy. I don't want you to see me like this.
It's okay.
They're right, you know. I had no call giving you that whiskey. Sometimes it's like my mind don't work any better than a rusty pair of garden shears.
My mind doesn't work right all the time either. That's no reason to cry. Besides, you're too old to cry.
That's a fact, buddy. I am too old. Old and funny.
Not funny, fun. More fun than anybody.
You really think so?
Sometimes it feels like you're all I got.
Feels like that to me, too.
Anyways, it's almost Christmas. It's not a time for crying. And maybe even one of those stars up there is the Christmas star.
Maybe so. Oh, buddy, isn't it a beautiful sky?
Cousin Seabone taught me how to find my way home by the stars last summer. Like the sailors do.
Just by the stars.
There's lots of signs all over the sky at night. So no matter what, I'll always know where I am and how to get home from there.
It's a handy thing to know. How to find your way home.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconcile. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies, with angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
To my mind, the new year will be a year of changes, all for the good. One of them for Buddy.
Oh, now, Jenny, you're not still upset about Sook and the whiskey?
Oh, that was just a marker for a more serious problem. He's a bright boy, lightning in a bottle, but the school here doesn't challenge him. Look at his grades.
Well, he's smarter than they show.
My point exactly. But he'd rather spend time with Sook on this carnival life she leads than apply himself.
You'll be hard-pressed to find a way to separate them, Jenny.
Maybe, maybe not.
Isn't it something? Near perfect tree.
Every tree is perfect, Buddy, because the Lord made them all.
He just made some of them bigger than others.
That's true. On the face of it. But bigger isn't always better. There's limits. A tree should be twice as tall as a boy, so he can't steal the star. But it need be no bigger.
We can't afford one twice as tall as me. We used up all our money on the cakes.
Down to the last penny. But we'll have our tree. We'll cut our own.
We'd never find one like that one.
I know a place where we'll find pretty trees, and holly, too, with berries big as your eyes. It's far off in the woods, farther than we've ever gone. My papa used to bring Christmas trees from there, carry 'em on his shoulder.
You never told me about this place.
Because it's a secret.
A secret grove?
Shh! Not so loud or it won't be a secret to anyone here to China. Mississippi, it's true. But we can't take the buggy. Well, we'll have to leave it here and pick it up when we get back. How could a person forget a waterfall like that? I guess after all these years, bound to forget something.
Queenie, come here, I'll carry you. Queenie.
Here we go. All right now. Keep a steady foot. I don't remember it being this cold. Hurry, hurry. We're almost there. Must be just up ahead.
Look at them all.
Oh, can I tell you? It's just like I remember. Like no time passed at all. Jenny and Callie, they weren't much for the woods. But I always loved them. And my daddy would bring me out here on fall days when the leaves would flame the most beautiful colors. And you could smell the winter in the air. There, Sook, he'd say, that'll be our tree come Christmas. And I'd take a ribbon from my hair. I was wanting ribbons back then, and we'd tie it to a branch, marking it. So anybody who happened by would know that we staked our claim. It belonged in our house come the holidays. I can almost feel his presence. Hear his footfall. Listen. I thought he died. Long before you were born. Just because a person dies doesn't mean they're gone. Just means they moved on to a better place. Like you moved here when your mama and daddy went their own separate ways. But you still see him now and then, don't you? And I still see my daddy now and then, too. Sometimes in dreams. Sometimes when I'm wide awake, eyes wide open. And I just need to talk to him. It's a comfort, don't you think?
Look, up there. He marked it for us.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, you stand in verdant beauty.
Give you 2 bits cash for that old tree.
2 bits? We wouldn't take $1.
$1? My foot, 50 cents. It's my last offer.
It's a special tree from a secret place, and it's ours.
Buddy.
Ma'am.
Goodness, woman, you could get another one.
I doubt it. There's never 2 of anything.
Huh.
Your fish are getting better. We'll have an entire school before we're through. You like fish, I guess.
They're just easy to draw. Living cats.
Fish and cats. It'll be kind of a theme this year. Kind of a zoo theme. And maybe you'll make some angels like last year out of the Hershey bar tin foil.
The foil's up in my bottom drawer. I'll go get it.
Hurry. I'll be finished with this final fish before you can say he'll come all you faithful.
It's a fine military school that comes with excellent references. The Arborough sent their son Hugh to it when he was a little older than Buddy. You can see how he turned out. He's a man now.
A man who never smiles anymore. He's lost his spirit.
He lost his childhood to rules and regulations. A cold room, away from his family, his friends, not even his dog. We don't miss the boy, Jen.
It isn't only Sook who loves him.
This is no place for a child. A house where no one's under 50.
But don't you think we should?
I've sent in an application, and as soon as he's accepted, we'll tell him about it.
No, I won't go. You can't make me leave Sook and Queenie. You can't.
You march yourself right back in here.
My stars, what's all the commotion?
You see how he is. You see what you've turned him into.
I apologized for the whiskey. I thought that was settled.
It's not just the whiskey, Sook. Jenny thinks that Buddy needs a military schooling.
Send him away? Oh, Jenny, you can't do that.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's as good as done.
But then it'll just have to be undone. Buddy?
Let him go.
He's upset. He needs me.
What he needs is to grow up.
Why does anybody ever need to do that?
Well, I can't expect you to understand this, but I can expect you to honor my wishes as long as you live in my house.
It's my house, too. And Callie's and Seabold's. Mama left it to all of us.
How ungrateful can you be? When Mama died, who took over the raising of all 3 of you? I dressed you. I got you to school. I attended you when you were sick. I gave up every chance I might have had for a life of my own. So please, at least give me the courtesy of knowing what's best for you.
I don't care what's best for me. It's Buddy I'm worried about.
Jenny, let her go after the boy if she wants to.
missing. He ran out, and Lord knows where he's gone.
Lord ain't the only one who knows where he's gone. He told me what Miss Jenny was about. Can you blame him for being scared?
They're gonna send me away, Suck.
She's just talking. You know how she does love to talk.
She does that.
What if it's true? What if this is our last Christmas together, Sook?
Now, don't you be worrying about troubles that haven't happened yet. It'll all work out one way or the other. Right, Anna?
That's the way it works, all right. One way or the other.
I don't want to go.
I know. But there's one thing you're forgetting.
What?
I'm here. And as long as there's breath in this body, you won't be going any place you don't want to. You have to believe that, buddy, because it's the God's honest truth. It won't happen. I won't let it. Even if it means standing up to Jenny. Which I truly hope it won't. I honestly think I could stand here and admire this tree till next Easter.
Me too. If I knew I was going to be here till then.
Now, you put those thoughts right out of your mind. When Jenny sees the gifts we're going to make her this year, she'll be so happy she'll forget all about sending you away. Come on. We got a lot of work to do.
I know your Maggie will love this hat. She's tried it on every day for weeks now.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Another day without that delivery.
I can't think about dresses today.
Well, you haven't said more than 3 words the entire morning. This about Buddy?
No. It's about us. There's not one of us doesn't love that child. You included, now don't deny it.
Well, of course I can.
And he gives us so much in return. You know he does. He fills the house with laughter. He keeps us young. And if he goes, all that goes with him. And we'll just be 4 old people sitting around that house waiting to die.
You're thinking about yourself, not Buddy. And it's selfish thinking, not practical. The way you keep believing that Lardner boy's going to come back from St. Louis and carry you off.
I haven't thought of him in years.
Oh, you can't lie to me, Callie. You waited 40 years for him, and look where it got you. We all gave up our lives one way or another, and I can't bear the idea of Buddy winding up like that. He's already too old for his years. If we don't take steps now, what would happen to him when we're gone? Think on that. And then tell me he should stay.
Go get it, Queenie. Get the stick. Come on, I'll pitch you later if you get the stick. Go get it. Come on, go get it. Go get the stick. Not too bright, is she? Smart enough not to go chasing a stick just because someone tells her to. And don't you have someplace you gotta be? Mama says I gotta be here delivering this note from her to you and Sook. It's thanks for the fruitcake. They like it? Mother served it to the governor when he came for dinner night before. The governor wasn't at your house. The whole town would have been talking. Why do you make this stuff up? Just because nothing exciting ever happens to you. I went to Ha Ha Jones Cafe last week. And you're calling me a liar? You couldn't get within 50 feet of that place. He'd kill you as soon as look at you. I could prove it if I wanted. I could take you right over there and shake hands with him. Do it. I'm busy right now. Tonight, then. Gonna be a full moon. Or are you scared? Heck no. I navigate by the stars. So we'll do it tonight? so march up there and knock on the door. The music's too loud. They never hear me. Then I dare you to just look in the window. I dare you back. I double dog dare you. I'll even go with you. That's Barley Wood, ain't it? Yeah, it sure is. And is that? Yep. That's Ha-Ha. He doesn't look too friendly. What happens now? Father's not moving. He's dead! Ha-Ha killed him and he's dead! He sees us! Run for it!
What's going on?
Hey! Come back here!
Buddy, go!
So what happened, item by item?
Well, there was drinking going on, and dancing and laughing, and women in clothes that didn't exactly cover everything.
Lord, forgive them. They know not what they do. Then what happened?
Then, Farley Wood got into a fight with Ha-Ha. They scuffled till the whole place shook. Rachel and me, we thought the roof would cave in. It was that loud. And then, Mr. Ha-Ha pulled out this long Indian knife, bright silver, with all this Indian writing on the handle. I think it belonged to Geronimo.
Oh, my. Oh, buddy, I'm trembling.
You want me to stop?
Absolutely not.
And then, he took the knife and slid it right across Farley's throat, splitting him wide open.
Was it blood?
Buckets. It was cold-blooded murder.
I just may faint.
And then when he fell to the floor, Ha-Ha picked him up with one hand, lifted him right over his head. And then he turned and saw us at the window.
Did he recognize you?
I don't think so. It was all dark where we were. So he ran like the wind, and he was right on our tail, yelling and screaming and waving that Indian knife in the air. And there were dogs, too. A whole pack of wild dogs.
Did you get away?
Well, yeah, sure.
The Lord must have been watching out for you tonight special, buddy. I swear I'm not going to get a wink of sleep for a month.
It was something, all right.
We'll have to say a prayer for Farley Wood's soul in church tomorrow.
And a special prayer for me and Rachel, too. So Farley's ghost won't come back and get us, angry we didn't do anything to stop his brutal murder.
Probably wise.
Can me and Queenie sleep with you tonight, Sook?
Of course you can. Not that there'll be much sleeping going on.
You really think Farley's ghost will come looking for us? Sook says stranger things have happened.
Quiet now. Reverend Dixon's about to speak.
This morning, I thought we'd talk about the tale of Lazarus and his wondrous rise from the dead. It seems the story is maybe a little too frightening for some of the younger sheep in our flock. Maybe we'd better begin with hymn number 240. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there.
Sorry I'm late. Had a little too much drink last night, passed out cold, just woke up. What do you say?
actually doing it? You think I can? Not that I think you can't, just that I thought you wouldn't. Okay. What you doing up here anyway? I wanted to bring you this.
You already gave me fruitcake.
That was mostly from Sook, and mostly for your family. This is just for you and just for me. Go on, take it. I got plenty of gifts at home, you know. They buy me anything I want. I'm probably getting a whole fleet of bikes this year. Every color of the rainbow. And if you got all those presents waiting for you tomorrow, you can open this one now, if you want. It's so you can write things down. You're the one who likes to write. But with all those stories you tell about your family, I figured you might want to write some down, too. No one's ever really given me something like this before. Something so personal. It's just a pencil and a notebook. But there's thought went into it. It's really... I like it. Thanks, buddy. What was that for? Just felt like it. Don't get a big head. It didn't mean nothing. You just go around kissing people? All the time. Everybody kisses everybody in my family. We're real emotional, especially around Christmas. So like I said, it didn't mean nothing at all. Don't you go talking about this. Wouldn't want to have to beat you up again. Don't worry, I won't. Hey, look, there's Mr. McAfee with the mail. Hey, Mr. McAfee.
Merry Christmas to you. Just drop your mail off, Rachel. Your mama seems fine today. Got some Christmas cards here for your family, buddy. Some folks cutting it awful close. Tomorrow being the holiday itself and all.
I'll take him in.
That'd be a big help. Here we go. You're not thinking of leaving us for one of them military academies, are you, buddy?
No, sir.
Oh, and that fruitcake was mighty tasty. You be sure and tell Miss Sook for me, will you?
Buddy, what's this about? I gotta hide it before Cousin Jenny sees it.
Before Cousin Jenny sees what, buddy? Was that Mr. McAfee just left? What was in the mail?
Please don't make me go. It's not for me I'm asking. If I had to go, I don't know what Sook would do. I'm all she has.
She'd get along, just like she got along before you came here. You act as if this is some sort of punishment. Why, most boys would consider themselves lucky to have even a chance at a school like this. You need a challenge. You need to see more of the world than just this town.
But I'm happy here.
Well, it's not a matter of happy or unhappy. It's a matter of what's good for them. And you'll have to leave that up to us. We know best.
For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men.
Most inspiring, Callie. Don't you think so, buddy?
May I be excused to my room?
Oh, you want to get to bed fast and wait for Santa, do you?
Yes'm.
That's fine, buddy. You go on up to bed. We'll see you in the morning. Not too early, mind you. You're old enough now to sleep to a decent hour.
Boy seems awful quiet. Usually a bundle of energy this close to Christmas.
He's afraid he's being sent away.
Excuse me?
That'd be a terrible mistake.
Are you questioning my judgment?
No.
The boy needs things we can't give him. He's bright. He needs more education than this little town can offer.
I can make sure he reads. He loves to read, you know that. Whatever books he needs, I'll see he gets. I'll spend more time with him.
How could you possibly spend more time with him than you already do?
Is that the problem? Then I'll spend less time with him. I won't even talk to him if you don't want me to. Maybe just evenings in the kitchen. There are special times. You can't take that away from me, Jenny. But anything else. Tell me what I have to do to keep him here. Tell me. He'd die if you split us up.
Now, Sook, Buddy won't die.
Then I just might.
That's quite enough. I've talked this over with Callie and Seabone, and we're in complete agreement.
Are you? Are you just letting her tell you what to think like she's always done?
I said that's enough. Now, you're a simple woman, Sook. You only read the Bible and that book of fairy tales Mama left you. You don't travel. You don't know what it's really like out there. He's going, and that's that. We have a responsibility to his parents to see to his future. Now, if you really love him, and I truly believe you do, you'll trust us and help us convince him that's what's right.
How can shipping him off to strangers be what's right? Sending him away from everything he knows, everyone he loves. How could that ever be right? For anybody.
Sook, honey, you okay?
Fine. You go on back in the house. You catch your death.
Jenny doesn't mean half of what she says. She just talks, and the words come out before she's half thought about them.
It's like a storm's coming, and I can't stop it.
I honestly believe that she has his best interest at heart. She loves him, Sook, same as we all do. But it's a fact that he's gonna have to leave sometime.
Why? Why does anybody have to go anywhere at all?
Well, the seasons change, the years pass, children grow up. That's the way of the world.
No. It's Jenny's way. She thinks I don't know any better. She thinks I'm slow. I'm a burden she just has to bear. And I guess I am. But my mind works well enough to know what's right and what's wrong. And this time she is wrong.
They're making me go, aren't they?
I tried to stand up for you, I truly did. But Jenny's too strong. And she doesn't understand you and me at all. I really did try.
It'd probably take the whole Confederate army to stand up to Janet. And even then, I don't know who'd win.
Probably Jenny. We could run away, but where would we go?
Not far. We spent all our money on the fruitcakes.
Oh, buddy, what are we gonna do?
I bet they don't even have Christmas in military school.
Something told me, a feeling in my bones, that we had to make this holiday one to last.
I want to get you something real special this Christmas. A pearl-handled knife. Or a whole pound of chocolate-covered cherries.
Chocolate-covered cherries. Oh, my buddy, I could live on them. Lord knows I could. But you can't afford treats like that any more than I could afford to get you the bike I so wanted to give you.
That's okay.
No, it's not. It's bad enough in life to do without something you want. But confound it, what gets my goat is not being able to give somebody something you want them to have. But one of these days, I will, buddy, locate that bike. Don't ask me how. But for this year, I made you another kite.
I made you one, too.
Oh, buddy, two great minds with one thought.
Hope that don't spoil the surprise.
Not a bit. Well, we know they're kites, but we don't know what they look like.
We'll take them out there first thing.
And float them on the breeze like ships on the sea in search of far-off lands. Higher than we've ever gone before. Higher even than anyone's gone before. Buddy? You wake.
Is it morning?
It's Christmas morning and I can't sleep a hoot. Buddy, do you think Mrs. Roosevelt will serve our cake at dinner tonight?
Sure I do.
Wouldn't that be something? Our cake on the White House dinner table. Seems your hand used to be much smaller. I guess I hate to see you grow up. When you're grown up, will we still be friends?
Always.
Always and forever.
Awful quiet. How late do you think they'll sleep? Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
What time is it? Middle of the night.
Just past sunup.
Just barely past sunup.
Well, it's Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Queenie.
Oh, I think we picked the perfect gift for Queenie.
Look, she's heading for her bone burial ground, that's for sure.
Out to Simpson's pastures. Oh, she must have 1,000 bones stored away there by now.
Thank you, sir.
Then what did she need another for, may I ask?
Oh, she'd be disappointed if she didn't get one.
Here, Cousin Jenny, this one's for you. From Sook and me.
Thank you, buddy.
We learned how to make them from the journal. There's one for you, too, Callie. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that.
Why, thank you, Sook.
And medicine.
Almost store-bought.
But what ails you?
Well, I'm not sure anything can help that, but thank you anyway.
Open that big box, Sook. It's for you. This one.
It's a hat.
It's the latest style.
My. The latest style.
Do you like it?
If it were any bigger, it could be a parade float.
Put it on, Sook. Give us a look.
Very nice.
Very, very nice.
For you, buddy. From Callie, Seabone, and me. It's a genuine military uniform.
Like they wear at the academy. Very handsome. Don't you think?
Yes'm. When do I go?
Right after the new year. It'll be a wonderful learning experience. The fun that awaits you.
Here, buddy. This is from me. The stars, they're good conduct stars. I got them at the Sunday school.
I love it.
And this seems to be for you, Sook.
The wind is blowing, buddy. I am.
About what?
You know what I always thought? I always thought a body had to be sick and dying before they saw the Lord. And I imagined when he came that it would be like looking at the Baptist window. Pretty as colored glass with the sun pouring through. Such a shine you don't know it's getting dark. And it's been a comfort to think of that shine, taking away all the spooky feeling. But I'll wager it never happens. I'll wager that at the very end, a body realizes the Lord has already shown himself. That things as they are just what we've always seen. We're seeing him. As for me, I could leave the world with today in my eyes.
Will we be able to do this again next Christmas? Can I come home for it, you think?
That's something I just don't know. But what I do know is this. Whenever you come back, I'll be waiting. You'll always find me here for you.
Sorry, Queenie. You can't go with me. You have to stay here and take care of Sook. She's gonna be awful lonely without me around. Besides, all your bones are here. And the pasture. And the cat you like to chase.
Miss Jenny asked if I'd see if you needed any help with your packing and all.
Don't have a lot to pack. Never need much here.
I'm hating to see you go.
Could you keep an eye on Sook for me?
You know I will if that's what you want. You sure love that woman, don't you?
She's my best friend. And I'm her best friend. And I don't know what either of us is gonna do on our own now.
Yeah, Stabler, everything all right up there? It's almost 9.
Be right there, Mr. Seabone. Bus come through town in half an hour. Not much time left. You just finish up your packing. And, buddy, I promise you, I keep an eye on Sook.
You leaving today? Taking the bus all the way to North Carolina. By yourself? You scared? Never thought of that. Well, I would be. Didn't think you'd be afraid of anything. What's this? It's kind of a thank you for the Christmas gift. It's a story about us and Ha-Ha Jones that night. So you have something to remember it by. Hard to forget that. I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
Gotta be going soon.
Where's Sook?
Well, she's just upstairs with your cousin Jenny. She'll be just a second. Here's your call.
But why can't I go, Jenny? Just to the end of the road. Look at yourself, bawling like a baby. It only upset you and Buddy both. Now you just stay here. Write him a nice long letter when you've calmed down.
It's not the same.
Now we'll see he gets on the bus, and I'll tell him you said goodbye.
You think I don't care?
Oh, he won't think any such thing. This is the way it has to be.
No. I won't have it.
What?
I said I won't have it. It's bad enough you're sending him away to the land of strangers. I'm taking Buddy to the bus. No one else. You hear? No one else.
Sook.
I know. You always thought of me as the poor little sister who wouldn't write. Like a burden you had to bear because we're the same blood. But this just takes the cake. And I won't stand for it. Buddy is my friend. And I'm taking him to the bus. And that's just how it's going to be.
Well, if that's the way you want it.
It is.
Then, as you say, that's the way it's going to be.
Are you ready? We're going to meet the bus.
But I thought... Silk will be taking Buddy to town. It's what she wants.
Won't be the same without you around here. I'm gonna miss you. Running up that road after school. And those stories you tell. You are a very special boy, Buddy. You can do great things in this world.
Yes'm.
First time that I left home, my mama gave me $1 and told me that wisely spent it could be the foundation of an earthly fortune. Didn't quite work for me, but maybe you'll have better luck. You make us proud now, son.
Yes, sir. I'll try.
And you're right. Every chance you get.
You probably hold me to blame for this. And I guess I am. But there comes a season. You can't be a child forever. Your special friend has a way about her. I guess I never really appreciated it till now. Her love for you shines like those Baptist windows she's always been so fond of. The rest of us love you too, though. In quieter ways. You two both get along now.
I'll miss you, buddy. No way around that. But I'll write when I can. Even though you know how hard it is for me to get the words right.
Don't matter if they're right or not. You can even just send me a name on a piece of paper. So I know you're thinking of me.
Won't be a time I won't be thinking of you. You're my life, buddy. You're my heart, too. And that heart is close to breaking it this minute.
If I see any picture shows, I'll write you the stories. I'll write even if I don't see them.
Oh, those are my favorite stories, the ones you make up yourself.
Pull it out, folks.
Oh. Time to go. I'd hope this whole bus would just disappear. Fade away like morning fog.
Where's your bag?
They stored it for me. I won't forget it.
So many things I always wanted to tell you. So many hugs. However much time there is, there's never time enough. When next I see you, you'll be practically grown. A real young man coming back with stars and stripes on your shoulder. No matter how tight we hold on, how much we want it, fact is, it'll never be the same.
I love you, Sook.
Don't forget me.
Never.
Imagine a morning in late November, a coming of winter more than 20 years ago. A woman with shorn white hair is standing at the kitchen window. Her face is remarkable, not unlike Lincoln's, craggy like that, and tinted by sun and wind. But it is delicate, too, finely boned, and her eyes are sherry-colored and timid. "Oh, my," she exclaims, her breath smoking the window pane. "It's fruitcake weather."